All right here? Are we framed up here? Ladies and gentlemen, we're making the table more rustic. Ladies and gentlemen, a workshop on how to burn the vampire. I'm the conductor and the creative director, composer of the Curse of the Vampire Orchestra.
I'm the animal and I play on raw music materials like this.
Metal, not plastic. Why did I join? Oh man, why did I join? Because I was bored and had nothing better to do.
And he asked me to do crazy experiment, and that was very funny for me.
It was the first time I had actually been asked to write music for a full orchestra. And I thought, this opportunity doesn't happen every day and it may never happen again. So why not make it awesome and huge? I heard that he would hit metal things and it was intense, but I'd never seen him play before. And so I invited a few people to join the orchestra personally, just because I wanted that color spectrum in the orchestra, and I thought it would be very interesting. And the first rehearsal was quite shocking for everybody. And
especially for the last row.
Yeah, well, everyone almost, they have all these expensive instruments, and you're like burning the vampire, raining sparks on top of these classical musicians. And
the last row ran away.
Yeah, they're good sports.
And I said, I'm not even sure if that can work because I don't have the volume or on and off switch. and if I will play with harp or cello, how can we make it work? Really?
Oh, we just tried.
The first reason was my friendship with you, but I already knew Nosferatu movie, and the fact is I almost died during the Halloween, and from that moment this particular time and this particular festive was something like a cutting edge, and I was very desperate to tell more people about this, what happened.
And I think it's really amazing when we have people in the orchestra who have either gone through these kind of dark things or are currently there, and yet they recognize that they need community, they need love, they need a place of peace and joy. And even though the Curse of the Vampire Orchestra, I think, has a lot of fun with campy haunted house effects and spooky music and dark theatrical effects, I think at the heart of it is it's really full of light and love and joy and hope. And we see a lot of people in the orchestra who are struggling with a lot of personal issues, who come into it and find a place where they belong.
I never imagined before that I can have some kind of great friendships with people and community with the players like I have right now with people in orchestra. This is something like the family.
A lot of vampire stories are really dark and constantly dark, but I think this vampire story has a lot of light in it. When you work with a landscape of sound, you can focus too much on the dark or focus too much on the light, But I think this story has a really good balance, and it makes the dark really like evil and really like symbolic to the pain that we see in our world, and then that the light is such a contrast. It shows symbolically just such a hope and such a selfless love that we need in our world.
I knew this movie and I know many others, but this one gives hope because the end is completely different, and somehow the end of Nosferatu is similar for me, like what Aslan did when he decided to give his own life, and the witch didn't know what will happen. Nosferatu for me is about the hope.